and welcome to my channel. I'm Jeanette Andromeda. I'm an artist and an illustrator, and without further ado, let's jump into how to make a Witchsona. And if you don't know what a Witchsona is, check out the video in the cards above. I explain exactly that. So first off, let's brainstorm. What's your power? So as a witch, what would your power be? Would you be able to talk to animals? Would you be really great with plants? Would you make potions? Or would you be like me and hang out with Hermione Granger in the library all the time, looking for old spell books to try? Because that's exactly what I would do. Next is, where do you live? Would you live in the forest? Would you live in the city? Would you live underground or in space, like on the moon? I don't know. The possibilities are endless. And for me, I decided I would be an urban witch, so I would live in the city. Now, the next important thing is, when do you exist? And with this question, it's really important because, like for my character, a city witch would be very different in the year 2030 as opposed to the medieval ages, for example. So I ended up going with a modern day witch. And I just want you to think about this. Like, do you live with the time of dinosaurs? Do you live in the future? Do you live in a totally different fantasy world where time doesn't exist? It's up to you. The next thing to think about is, what is your mood? So once you've figured all of these visual details out, you need to think about the actual character, the personality. And for me, I'm just kind of happily curious and enjoying what I'm doing, but you could be angry about something and really vindictive, or you could be so sad, like maybe someone that you love died, or a spell went wrong and your plant blew up. I don't know. Could be lots of fun things happening. So once you've decided on these questions, it's time to go do some visual research, and for me that usually means going over to Pinterest and spending like 3 hours looking at outfits. If you want to just look through my boards, there's a link in the description showing you some of those, so you can check those out. And then you can pick out kind of the visual outfits and the visual elements that you want to put into your Sona. So once you have it all sketched out, then go in and ink it all. And once you've got it all inked, make sure to erase all of your construction lines. It'll look a lot cleaner. After that, it is the fun part, which is coloring. And for me, I actually ended up using a combination of things. I had Blick Studio markers, I had watercolors, I had gouache, I used a highlighter for better or for worse. And you can use pretty much anything. You can do this digitally, it doesn't even matter. If you would like to color in this particular illustration, I do have a copy of it for you to download for free on my Patreon. You don't even need to be a patron to get access to that right now. I just want to introduce you to the things that are going up on my new Patreon. Yeah! And then I just wanted to point out this huge mistake I made while creating this. And that was, I grabbed a highlighter to make the magical light happen, and then I drew a line straight over the face of my character. It was so awful, but I'm really glad that I used gouache to paint with, because gouache is a type of paint that can either work like watercolor, really kind of translucent and gentle, or go on thick and cover things up. And I used the white gouache to fix the fact that I just drew a giant pink line across my face. You know, like you do when you're not thinking. And then after that dried a little bit, I went back in with the highlighter again and do what I should have done, which was drawing light kind of magically emanating from the book and from the wand itself, and then doing some little rim lights on my character. So there you go. That was how to make a Witchsona. And this was so much fun. I had a blast making this character. I've had so much fun with this hashtag on Instagram, and I just freaking love it. And I don't care if it's Witchsona week or not, but when it is Witchsona week, you better bet your sweet bottom dollar I'm gonna be right there doing the whole week-long challenge next time. How about this? If you make a Witchsona, whether you think you can draw or not, just like put some pictures together where you think your Witchsona would be, what she'd be wearing, what her personality would be like, and leave a link to that in the description below. 1 month from now, I will revisit this video, look through all of the comments, look through all of your art, and I'll take your Witchsonas and I'll draw a party, like a magical Witchsona party with all of our sonas together, and that'll be next month, one of the videos next month. Thank you so much for visiting, and thank you for joining me on this magical adventure, because magical thumbs are important. Thumbs really are magical if you think about it. Like, I could not draw, maybe I could draw without it. That's a challenge I should do. Drawing without thumbs. But really, thumbs are magical. Thumbs allow you to do this. And you should do that right now. You should also, while you're down there, click on subscribe, and if you haven't done it, make sure to click on the little notification bell, which will let you know whenever my new channel has a new video coming out, because they're every other week right now, which means it goes a little bit in between things. Stay creative, my friends. Bye!